But we had a nice little sail, and I think we were the only ones out because it was blowing 25-30 knots. And it's always a good little test because people always say, oh, if you're sailing in 25-30 knots, a lot of things can happen. And of course things do happen, but you actually have to do it, and that's just a nice thing. So we just tested all the systems, did a couple of reefs in and out, and yeah, just a nice short sail. So it's good to do that final preps with the boat. Tomorrow is the last day, and then it's just loading the boat with the last little bit of food, and then on Saturday we start.
We have to make the choice whether we do dive south or whether we go hard north. There's quite a complicated weather system in the Atlantic, so that's strong low pressure developing there, and the weather model is quite uncertain where it's going to be. So right now it looks quite fast to sail north, and looks quite comfortable and warm to sail south. And but I think the boat is made to sail in a stronger breeze, but it looks quite wild. So the first 24-48 hours of the race will be used on deciding north or south.
This is the hour, the darkest place, Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world, good world going bad.
We have, of course, high expectations. Today is a beautiful day, and so we are starting from Lanzarote in the Canarias, and we cannot really ask for a better start than this. You know, we have sunshine, we have a really good breeze, and a lot of experience on board. We have Mark helming the boat right now. He has been around the world many times, and we have Colin, and we have a really good crew. So we are very fortunate, a lot of experience.
I'm really looking forward to the trip across the Atlantic. It's going to be my first one. So not really sure what to expect, but it seems like it will be a long trip and maybe a bit colder than expected. Let's see what happens, because the weather is so difficult, so tricky, and so we need to take care about the low pressure and everything. But I think we have a very good team and push hard to stay in the top of the fleet.
Is this your first time over the Atlantic?
No, I crossed already 10 times, so this is my 11th time.
Easy, yeah?
Yeah, never is easy.
We have one guy who actually were winning the Volvo Ocean race back in 2008, and so there's also a lot of sailing culture on this island, Lanzarote. And we're just going to do the best to enjoy every day, and so the expectations is really to enjoy this passage, you know, also to enjoy the peace from being away from the rest of the world for a week, and that's also something we should really appreciate.
Hello everybody at Trifork. It's a little hello from your yacht. We're sitting here speaking loud in the nav station so no one can sleep on the boat. It's wet on my feet because it's been a little wet and wild overnight, but everything is well. Finally we jive west, so hopefully we see the sun again soon.
I'm totally ready for the green flag.
Hi guys. So now we are 6 days in, right Søren?
Yeah.
Yeah. You really have a hard time counting the days because we work 4 hours on, 4 hours off, interrupted by any time we need to do some kind of sail change. Then you are dreaming and all of a sudden you are woken up and you have to go work again. That's a life on board. But now we are 6 days in the race. Everything has actually been exactly according to our plan from the beginning. We took a northern route in the beginning to hunt for really heavy air, and we certainly found it. So we saw up to 40 knots of breeze, very strong winds, very wet sailing. Søren, our onboard reporter here, he will testify that he removed several 100 liters of water. Emptying the bills is a very difficult thing to do. We are surrounded by the most beautiful nature, and we have seen most sides of the nature. As I said before, really strong breeze and cold weather. Now we just passed. We're in the middle of this quiet zone, not so much wind, and we see the Zaragoza seaweed starting. That's normally a good signal that you are heading south. The water is warm, the air is warm. I mean, the crew is just amazing. The story here should be about teamwork and working together. And that's really the big learning from this trip, is how well a team can work together. No shouting at each other, just supporting each other. There is a Japanese saying, it's called right action. And that's what everyone just do. So proactively do things, help each other, support each other. When we have a big sail that needs to be moving, when we set a sail, it's just done without anyone lifting the voice or anything. That's really beautiful. And everyone around the world could really learn a lot from just collaborating and just be nice to each other and achieve good results. We can talk a little bit about the position here. We don't want to jinx it, knock on carbon, but we actually have a very good position in the race. Let's hope it stays this way. We are competing against probably the fastest sail yard in the world, Comanche, but we are right on the heels, and now in this moment we actually just get more breeze and we start moving again, so we better get back to work. Thank you.
How's the mood this morning?
It's good. We are at day number 8, we think, and we have 464 miles to go, and we have a big rainbow here. Now it's dissolving. We have been on the ways for a good week now. We expect to arrive tomorrow afternoon, and if we arrive before 2, it's a very good arrival. If it's later, then it's also good, but not so good, because then Comanche will beat us on handicap. But we'll do our best to arrive before 2 o'clock. So that's all from here.
Right now we can just enjoy this morning with a beautiful rainbow.
We had a double rainbow. We had twisters,
rainbows,
sunrise, rain,
and wind. Let's not forget the wind.
Good breeze this morning, 25 knots. Beautiful. Trim, our local gym.
Yeah, we are here in the last 100 miles with a good breeze, 20-25 knots, doing 20-22 of boat speed. We are in the lane line already, so
No more jiving?
No more jiving, no, you never know. But I think with the wind going to steer like this, and we go one and in. The last approach is in upwind, so we go with the J4. Let's see, I think it's an easy approach.
Are you looking forward to getting on shore again?
I think I'm very good here, but it's good to arrive after 9 days sailing. So yeah, looking forward to eat a good burger.
Wanda, last day, last hour, basically. How's it been?
Yeah, last day, last hours. Is nice to be back close to land, finishing the race after 9 days. I think everybody did a very good job, and now it's time to finish the race and then enjoy 1 or maybe 2 beers with the boys.
You looking forward to that?
Yeah. yeah.
What's been the most enjoyable part of the trip over?
Oh, the most enjoyable.
Your daily showers, maybe?
Yeah, daily showers, moon getting bigger and bigger and bigger every day, sailing well, sailing fast. Yeah, good food on board. Everyone very motivated, so it's good.
Let's keep sailing for 10 minutes.
Is Jørgen here?
Come on, Felix.
Jørgen?
Yeah, sorry.
There are not that many big races in the world, but the RORC Transatlantic race is one of the really big ones. And it's a race with the best sailors and the best crafts in the world. A race from the Canarias to Granada in Caribbean. And the record was 10 days before. And our main goal for this trip was to break that record. And we did just that. So we sailed in 9 days and broke the record with a few hours. We were 2 vessels, Comanche and the Trifork L4, that broke the record. And so we are very proud of this. We consider the trip a success. The way we did it was to kind of navigate through some very difficult weather forecast, because normally you would expect a trade wind that will take you across the Atlantic, but in the weather forecast we looked into when we started was a big hole in the middle of the Atlantic with no wind. So we had the idea to go north to catch 2 low pressure systems that would kind of propel us across the Atlantic. So we went quite north from the beginning, and for the first 5 days of the race we were leading the race, and then we had to seek down to Granada, to Caribbean, and then we went into some light winds. But I would say we made a pretty perfect race with what we had at hand. So the weather is always the controlling factor. Thank you.